There was high drama at Caymanas Park this afternoon as stakeholders and punters alike expressed great discontent over the stewards' decision to abandon a particular race. The abandonment, the stewards say, was in keeping with the new regulations governing scheduled post time. Rowan Daly was at the track.
What should have been a normal race meet was anything but, as following the stewards' decision to abandon the sixth race, confusion reigned, which led to many stakeholders marching to the area housing many of the racing officials. Chaos ensued. Among those protesting the decision of the stewards of the race meet to abandon the event were owners and trainers, many of whom felt the decision was too strict an interpretation of the new rule, which states the race should not run 5 minutes beyond the scheduled post time. This was the second abandonment for the afternoon, as the first race was similarly handled. However, the stakeholders believe the circumstances which led to the abandonment of race 6 were different, as a horse bolted prior to the start. Mixed views were expressed.
I personally believe rules and regulations must be respected and should be respected. But in the same breath, these are new rules that have just been implemented, and you must allow a time for it to people to allow the time to process. We believe that the stakeholders should be given an opportunity to ensure that their investment, they can reap some reward from their investment. And I believe that the promoting company is slicing and dicing stakeholders, and they are playing with stakeholders. I also believe the promoting company should look at the interests of the people who ensure that racing is run at Caymanas Park. Who is the stakeholders? Who are the stakeholders?
There was also an overwhelming feeling of ambivalence among punters.
I think it started out well. I can understand what happened in the first race. I think this that happened just a while ago is utter foolishness. The horse in question that was not there, it's my opinion that all they need to do is let them start the horse. You can't allow owners, trainers, and people who are closely affiliated with racing to spend so much money to prepare the horse for a race, and arbitrarily they just said no race, race abandoned.
With the regulators at the end of these stakeholders' angst, Jamaica Racing Commission General Manager Richard Longmore says the commission will go back to the proverbial drawing board in bringing about a resolution.
Well, firstly, today was a rather eventful day, somewhat regretful. Over the period, as you know, we changed the rules of racing to reflect a more timely start of racing. We have been tracking the results for the last set of races, and whilst there has been some form of late starting, we really have not been affecting the rule as it relates to abandonment. The Board of Commissioners has been cleared where it's a last resort that we want to resort to. Today, in the first race, the stewards of the panel, they saw where the time may have extended above and beyond the normal discretionary time, and they abandoned that race. For the most part, it's something that we really should be aligned to, it's something that we should effect as per the rules of racing. Now, not to prolong, but in the sixth race, where we're a bit disappointed with the second abandonment. Racing is a product, and it's something that everybody earns and feels. With the abandonment, we know what the trainer is going through, we know what the owner is going through, we know the significant cost that takes to carry a horse. So I'm sitting in the commissioner's box now with Chairman Metcalf, and it's something that we really, that's our last resort that we wanted to do at the time.